How's it going, everyone? David from DOD Media. Today I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is the Andycine AL-360 RGB. It's not just any light, it's an RGB light. So Andycine reached out to ask if I'd like to try out this RGB light, which is their new product that they've got going. And they were kind enough to send me this light for free, as well as the monitor that is actually above the camera there that I'm looking at myself in, because gosh, I look lovely. The Andycine 4K, which is a fantastic monitor as well. I'll be doing a review on that as well very soon. They're not paying me to say any of this, but they just wanted an honest review, and my honest review is this thing's awesome. There are many LED lights out there, right? There are many LED lights that you can turn on. You can have it go from daylight all the way to tungsten, and you can have power over the dimming and bring it all the way back up, and they all take these NPF batteries from Sony, and some of them even have DC in, and that's cool. There are loads of those, and the market is saturated with those cheap LED panels. What's great about this one is that it's an LED panel and an RGB panel, meaning that you can have it casting a normal light, which is bloody bright, by the way, but then at the click of a button on the back here, it becomes an RGB light. And as you can see, you can change the hue of that RGB light all the way across the color spectrum to get any color you want. It's really simple to do, and this is kind of what I like about this light, is it's really simple, it's really straightforward. There's two knobs and a screen, and that's basically it. You click it to go back into normal light, and there you can adjust the color temperature, or you click it to go into RGB lights, and then you just dim it or don't dim it. There's not much more to say than that. I love that it's got this nice little display in the back. It shows you how much battery you've got left, how much power percentage you're at, and then it'll either give you an RGB value, which is pretty cool, or it will give you a color temperature, right, from 3200 Kelvin all the way up to 5700 Kelvin. And as I said before, it takes these NPF batteries, which means that you can put one of those really chunky NPF 970 batteries in there and it will last you hours and hours, or you can just tap it with a DC 8.4 volt supply. It also comes with this little hot shoe mount, but you can remove this if you don't want it, because, you know, it just makes it a little bit more, I don't know, easy to use as a practical light. That was really blinding. And that's really it. That's how simple it is. It is already diffused. You don't have to add diffusion to it. When you turn this on, even if I dim it all the way down to like 10%, you can't see any individual LED dots. Now granted, it's a small surface area, so the lighting is still going to be pretty harsh, but it's diffused. It's not lighting from multiple sources as it does on some other panels like the Yongnuo panels. It's lighting from this entire source, which means that your light coming out is already just going to be a little bit softer. Now you will want to diffuse this through bigger things if you did want to try and use this as a key light, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's not really the reason you would buy this. The reason that I would buy this is to sit it on a shelf and use it as a practical light. Use it as a background light that can accentuate the background. Put it in RGB mode and shine that on your background, and you get a purple background if you want, or red background if you want, or kind of greenish background. And because it has an actual RGB value, you can just range it through that whole 360 degrees of your hue wheel, if you want to imagine it that way when you're color grading, and just tap in the number that you want. Oh, and one final thing, the battery comes out by pressing that little button there, which means it's nice and easy. You don't have to shove your finger in there like you do with so many other lights, which I hate because you always end up squeezing your finger when you're getting the battery out. It's a small detail, but it makes a difference when your fingers don't hurt. So there we go. If you're in the market for a cheap LED panel that also acts as an RGB panel, then I strongly recommend that you check out the Andycine AL-360 RGB. I'm just going to cycle through this hue as I talk, okay? There's a link in the description if you're interested in getting one of these. It's an affiliate link, which means that a percentage of the cut will go to me, but it won't cost you any more, so I'd appreciate it if you use it if you do plan on ordering one of these. All right, give it a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Hit that subscribe button to get more videos from me at DOD Media, and I will see you in the next video, maybe? probably the next video, I would imagine. I was concentrating on the thing and not on what I was saying. That's what happened. Anyway, see you in the next video. Cheers.